I'm sitting here in the process of editing this video, and I don't know what it is, but I do apologize. The volume and the sound is really wonky, and I can't figure out why. So I just wanted to give an upfront apology for the sound in this video. Hey guys, it's Megan. Welcome back here to the Wolterman Homestead. It's been quite a minute since we put up content, so I figured I would give you an updated garden tour, show you the 2 birdie hens that we've got, and let you meet some of the kids' new little homestead pets. So here in the chicken coop, we've got some birdie girls. Now, so far, she's pretty docile, but if you get near her, she will let you have it. So this little golden hen here, she had gone broody a couple months ago, and I had been checking on her eggs, candled them, thought I saw something, and so I just kind of let it be. But after the 21 days, she ended up not having anything. And so she got down for a week, walked around, you know, hung out with everybody else, and then decided she wanted to be broody again. And then this little hen here, Dylan came to me the other day and was like, hey, I think we've got another broody hen. And so she'll let the kids pet her, because Ellie came out earlier and was wanting to see how many eggs she's got up underneath her. So I'll probably wait a couple more days and candle her eggs and see if there's any action going on. But we'll see if we end up getting some chicks. But while I'm out here in the chicken coop, I did want to share, we had done some videos about Houdini. She was one of the first hens that we had, little chicks that we had here, the first year we lived here. And so we got her as a chick, and she lived, you know, she's lived 4 or 5 years, and she got sick several months ago. We ended up nursing her back to health and put her back out here with all of her friends, and she did really well. But unfortunately, there was one morning that we came out to check on everybody, and she had passed. So when Dylan got home that evening, we held a little funeral service for her, for the kids. So Houdini is buried out in one of the tractor tire beds that Dylan had brought home that we have yet to get around to filling with soil. So she'll kind of be the circle of life, I guess, and we'll help that raised bed whenever we get soil into it. But I just wanted to share that, guys, with you. That way, if you had wondered, you know, since we've done several Houdini updates, that she has passed on. But we had her for a really long time, and she lived a really good life, and she was very loved. So this garden over here has been a struggle and a hot mess. So in one of the last videos that we had shared, I gave a garden update and shared how I planted the whole entire garden, and then baby rabbits came and ate everything. So that definitely kind of killed my garden goals for the year. I don't know, it just really put a damper on my joy and want to do the garden this year. You know, everybody has different seasons in gardening. Some years you love it, some years you just might not be into it as much, and that's this year for me. Dylan's been out here and he's been tending to it and watering it, but I don't know, it's definitely not as good as last year, and it has its struggles. But we've also had a lot of rain. We had a lot of rain, and then it's just been really dry. We had a storm the other day that actually produced tornadoes in the area, but it's just been hot. And so a lot of the things have, my basil's all bolted, and the tomatoes just aren't doing well. I've got a couple, but they're green, they're not turning, and they're pretty little. Everything has stayed pretty little, I guess is what I should say. But the sunflowers have grown. I've got some beautiful sunflowers that I'll show you, but I just wanted to share, she looks sad. So this corn, Dylan had planted several rows, but it just didn't germinate very well. So it's pretty sad looking. Him and the kids came and pulled the potatoes a couple weeks back, but I decided today that I was just going to double check, and I actually have a little pot of potatoes. So I'm just just dug the one row, and I have a decent sized little basket of potatoes. And I did want to share. So these little baskets I got at the Dollar Tree for $1. I think I ended up getting 15 of them. I had placed them over my plants to protect them from the rabbits. So what you didn't see is me trying to protect our garden. So the little things that had kind of started to grow back, they all had netted cages on top. And then once they got pretty big, I took the cages off. But Dollar Tree trash can hack worked pretty well. So I've got this beautiful marigold. This is a tomato plant that I'm just kind of trellising. And you can see the green little tomatoes on it, but nothing super big. And then this is all cinnamon basil, which has bolted, but it smells so good. It smells so good. This tomato I need to fix and try and trellis up some more. All of this is green beans, which I'm gonna pick today because we've got some green beans going on, and we still have lots of blooms. But like, this is about the size of our tomatoes. They never really got much bigger. They just kind of stayed really sad. Look at this giant cucumber though. I'm gonna pick him today. It's one of those I think it was like a Soulong cucumber, but he's pretty massive. Got more holy basil. That's a marigold. There's a tomato plant right here. He's looking all right. Then this is a really tall sunflower. And then we have all the sunflowers over here. This beautiful tall sunflower here. And then this is autumn sedum, which, I don't know, in our family, you pick the leaves and you squish them. You squish them. And then you can take the part and rub it on bug bites and it makes it stop itching. Why that is, I don't know, but it's just kind of what our family uses. And then we've got some really pretty little orange flowers that have popped up. And then this is a loofah gourd, which I think are really neat when they blossom and bloom. There's another sunflower right here. And then I just noticed there's a little melon. So that's exciting. And then I think that was a cucumber plant. This melon patch, I had a really big yellow squash there, and it did really good, and I got some yellow squash out of it, but I think there was a vine borer. But I've got some melons coming up. So who do you have?
This Lucky. So this is my rabbit. He is Lucky, and I did the fair this year, and it was kind of fun. And my mama, she saw these two rabbits, and she just thought of us. We're like, hey, let's get the grandkids rabbits. And so, yeah. Oh!
So, Ellie did do the fair this year. She had a lot of fun, didn't you?
Yeah.
She shared, she was a little mini 4-H'er. And so she got to show other people's animals. So she showed her aunt's rabbit, and the horse, and what else? The chicken?
Yeah.
So she got to show 3 animals at the fair, and Mamaw just knew that they needed some animals. So you've met Lucky. Now this is Delilah. So Delilah,
she looks like a cat.
She's a lion head, and she's fluffy and cute. Delilah is my favorite, but Easton,
and Lucky is my top favorite.
Yeah, but Easton, when he named her
Farmer Climbs a Tree.
So her name is Farmer Climbs a Tree, but we call her Delilah for short. Yeah. But for the purpose of this video, we're sitting in the A-frame chicken tractor that we built, since we don't have any chickens in here currently, to share the little rabbits with you.
But they technically live outside. But
they have a hutch, and so they each have their own little cubby space because it's a male and a female. Yeah. Everybody knows what rabbits do. So
also, they're also brother and sister. So if they do mate, they'll probably have problems and the babies will die.
This is true. You're very knowledgeable there. But so we just wanted to share the new little family critters with you guys. But
they are still kind of babies, so they are kind of little.
Yeah, they still are little.
Like 12 Yeah, 12 something.
They're little like that.
What are you doing?
But we just wanted to update you guys and kind of give you a peek of what's going on. I am going to be popping up some cooking videos this week, so be on the lookout for those. But we just want to say thanks for joining us today.
God bless.